I tell people all the time, we're not here by accident. My partner, who helped start it, he and I are still partners today, his wife was born and raised in this county and knew about the land and the land that we're on today. So we're not here by accident. And I'll never forget, my partner said something like, and it's been a long time, so forgive me, but he said something like, my family knows about this land. They have some land up by the airport. Nobody wants it. It's too close to the airport. Nobody wants to live that close to the airport. Do you know anybody who wants to live close to the airport? And I thought, yeah, I do. They're called aviators. 18 years later, here we are.
AOPA keeps flying safe, accessible, and fun by protecting your freedom to fly. We are the most trusted one-stop resource for all things related to general aviation. Become an AOPA pilot today.
I'm William Armstrong, and we're at the Big South Fork Airpark in Oneida, Tennessee. Oneida is about 50 miles north of Knoxville. I tell people all the time we're on the western leading edge of the Appalachian Mountains, and we're at a place called the Cumberland Plateau. So we're surrounded by mountains. We still have 450 acres. That's what we started with, approximately. Our plan was to have an aviation community in the mountains, if you will. What you get back here, I think, appealed to us anyway. Living in the mountains with the airplane, that's unusual because of the topography. So that was the goal from the start. Have a place in the mountains. We border a national park. That was a big draw for us. We have a 125,000 acre really outdoor playground in our backyard. We can cross from our property directly into the national park in about a 1/10 of a mile. That's pretty huge. Airport's a county airport, and 5,500 feet. It's lighted, it's paved, it's GPS, ILS, RNAV approach, 2 fuel trucks, a maintenance facility, a brand new FBO, on the plateau in the Cumberland Mountains. We started in October of '06, and by the time we had our clubhouse built and an office, to do business out of on site, and the first phase done with roads well enough and utilities enough that we could sell something, it was the spring of '08. And I think everybody remembers what happened in the spring of '08. Here we are, we hung up the "We're open for business" sign in the summer of '08 when the economy crashed and the real estate business was, going down in flames, and the phone wasn't ringing for a long time, So '08, '09, '10, it was a slow start, slower than we obviously expected. But I think that's an interesting part of the story, if you will. Now that I look back, we made the right decisions. We didn't go out and borrow a bunch of money. We kind of just sat pat for a minute and let things kind of shake out. And here we are today, 18 years later. We've got 35 or 40 homes here. We've got, 50 hangars and full-time residents all over the place. And we have events, and it's a real community now after all this time. So it's been a joy to do. And I think today when you drive through the airpark and you see the wilderness, and largely you don't see hangars, you don't see, you don't see taxiways or runways. Those are all hidden amongst the trees. That's unusual in airparks. And I think aesthetically, when you drive in and drive through, it looks different than most. It feels different than most. And I think people really appreciate that. We have 25 taxiway home sites. All have been sold now, but those 25 folks enjoy having a hangar in their backyard. They pull their plane up to their hangar, get in there, get out of their plane and walk into their home in steps. But the majority of our folks live somewhere in the development, get in their golf cart or their side-by-side and head to the hangar complex and leave from the hangar complex, go through the gate and onto the county airport. Man, I'm blessed to be surrounded by just a wonderful group of people. Number one, they're all aviators, so that's a big thing. But a highly social group of folks. We love to get together. We just had our 15th annual Low Country Boil. We had 120 people here. We had the live jazz band playing. It was a lot of fun. And we do about 6 or 7 of those kind of events all year. So I think that's a hallmark of our community. I don't think it ever ends up like you think it's going to. But I can tell you, I'm awful proud. The joy that I get is living here. I live here, obviously. And I get to drive through the community that I helped create. It's a good feeling. Yeah, I'm proud of it. Yeah.